Hello. In this session, we cover question 23 of Engineering Studies 2019 HSC paper. A scooter and rider entered the half pipe shown at a velocity of 3 meters per second. So we have a scooter and a rider on that, which is entering through this half pipe at this end, and have a combined mass of 55 kilograms. So the total mass of the rider and the scooter is 55 kilograms. Calculate the maximum height h the scooter and rider will reach above the other side of the pipe wall. Assume no loss of energy. So in this video, we are only doing part A. What we need to remember is if you have no loss of energy, the sum of mechanical energy stays the same. And mechanical energy is the sum of potential and kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is the energy an object has because of its motion and is equal to half mv squared, where m is the mass and v is the velocity. And potential energy is the energy an object has because of its altitude, and it is equal to mass times acceleration due to gravity times by height, or mgh. All right, let's call this position 1. That's position 1, and that position 2. The maximum height it reaches. You know, when it reaches its maximum height, it stops momentarily. So its velocity here is 0. So at position 1, your kinetic energy 1 plus potential energy 1 equal to, they told us it enters with the velocity of 3 meters and the mass is 55 kilograms. So it's going to be half times mass, which is 55, times 3 squared. I keep it how it is for the time being without putting in the calculator, plus potential energy at position 1. This is position 1, and potential energy is mass times acceleration due to gravity times the height. So the height is 2 meters and mass is 55, so 55 times 2, and g is 10. So mgh. Now let's look at position 2. So kinetic energy at position 2 plus potential energy at position 2 is equal to, because there is no velocity at position 2, because it stops momentarily, it is 0. So your kinetic energy at position 2 is 0. Potential energy is half times, sorry, there is no half for potential energy. That's for kinetic energy, that we have half. All right. So M, which is 55, times G, which is 10, times H, and the altitude is 2 meters plus that H, making it altogether 2 plus H. All right, now the total energy, mechanical energy at position 2 is this. The total mechanical energy at position 1 is that. And if there is no loss of energy, these two mechanical energies must be the same. So conservation of mechanical energy. The conservation of mechanical energy states that the amount of mechanical energy will not change if there was no loss of power. One can change to another, but the total remains the same. In this case, the kinetic energy that we have here turns into potential energy. That's why we have more potential energy, which means more height, but zero kinetic energy because the object stops. All right, put them equal, so you get half times 55 times 3 squared plus 55 times 2 times 10 equal to 55 times 10 times 2 plus h. Now this 55 is everywhere, we can cancel from both sides, and we get half times 3 on 2, which is 9 on 2, or 4.5 if you like. 4.5 plus 2 times 2 is 20, and then you have 10 times 2 is 20 plus 10h, and you cancel out 20 from both sides, so 4.5 is equal to 10h, and 4.5 equal to 10h. Then you divide both sides by 10, you get 2h. And 4.5 divided by 10 gives you 0.545. 0.45 equal to h. And that is the solution to this question. Thank you for your attention.